welcome back to Vlogmas. So last week I did a video talking about the worst products of 2020 and I thought it was only fair to talk about the best products of 2020. There's probably not as much in here as the worst product because I am very picky. Please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get started. Alright, so I have a primer. I have never liked primer until I tried this one, and it is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have to say, I'm not a super big fan of the way that you apply a house in a pot like that. I think it's kind of nasty a little bit, but product is really good and it works really well. Like, I can actually tell the difference. I think a lot of primers are honestly a lot of bull crap and nothing actually happens, but this one I actually think it does keep everything lasting so much longer, and it is so affordable at the drugstore. Okay, next up is a foundation. I have been wanting to try this for years and I finally did it this year. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was using the NARS Sheer Glow for the longest time and I really like that, but it's more expensive than the one I'm about to show you and I'm just never going back, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I don't need to say much because everybody knows about this. It's literally amazing. It looks like I applied a filter to my face. That's what it looks like. No joke. I just love it. It stays on all day. It like stays matte. I love this. I have to say a little bit does go a long way, but it's not like super full coverage right away, which I appreciate, since it's not like too cakey right away. You can really build it up, but holy crap, this is amazing. And then the concealer, oh my gosh, this is so good. This is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I really wanted to try the Shape Tape, but the lady at Ulta told me that this is a million times better. So I tried this. Holy crap, I love how it's in a big bottle. Like, you can see it's not like a regular concealer bottle. It's so much bigger. That's what I'm wearing on my face today just because it's just so easy. It's amazing. This is the applicator. Amazing. I literally love this thing. I think it's definitely a good value. Like, you're spending a lot of money, but it's not for a really small tube. And then for powder, we of course have my Coty Airspun, but that's not a new discovery for 2020. The new discovery that I really fell in love with is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Oh my gosh. This setting powder. This is not new. I'm aware of that, but holy crap. It is like the Urban Decay all-nighter spray that I use all the time. This is like that in powder form. I don't know how it does that, but if you are very oily and it's like the summer, you just have to put a little bit on. Like, you don't want to go heavy-handed with this, otherwise it will actually look bad and cakey, but with a light hand, holy crap, this makes your makeup last all day, and I'm all about that. So I'm going to Florida next week and I'm definitely going to bring this one with me. So I had a lot of face products to show you guys, but this holiday released hit, and once I tried it, I totally put all of those back in my drawers because nothing, I am telling you, nothing was as good as this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. This was for the holiday. This little guy cost me $60 and I wasn't going to do it, but I always wanted to try Hourglass, and so this little mini guy was the one that I decided to do because I was not about to spend $80 on the big one, and holy cow, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm wearing it on my face today. This bronzer, amazing. I used the contour before this. I was very loyal to my Essence contour palette and I think that one's still great. It's only $10. Go ahead and get this, but this, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like another filter to your face. It's like all of these products blend in and like seamlessly go into the skin instead of sitting on top of it, and it looks so good. So good. I can definitely tell why this thing was so expensive. This is a strobe powder, so it's like an actual highlight. Amazing. The only thing I have to say is that I like the blush. Like, I like it, but it's not amazing. Like, I wouldn't go out and purchase this, and I wouldn't go out and purchase the powder. I don't think it really does much. I would much prefer my loose powders like the Coty Airspun, but once I run out of these two, which I know I will because I've been using religiously every single day and it's not a dome anymore. Oh my gosh, it's like not a dome. You can see, like, I've used the crap out of this. And because I wasn't a fan of the blush, I had to mention the Colourpop Blonde Blush in Matchmaker. Amazing. I'm always a sucker for blushes that look very boring, so this one is like a really neutral one. I love it just because I tend to go like super crazy up here. I have one brow mention, and that is the Revlon Colorstay Brow Pencil. This is absolutely amazing. I always use Revlon brow products, but this is the one that I discovered this year. It's basically just like a stick. You fill it in, and then it comes with a spoolie to blend it out. So amazing. This has lasted me so long, and I use it every single day, and I'm not into the super heavy like gel or the liquid stuff anymore like I was last year. This stuff is just amazing and it's super affordable. Alright, I'm going to do lips now because next is eye stuff, but I have one lipstick and that is also the Colourpop Mulan collection lip. This is the only lipstick that they came out with in the collection and I love it. I'm not really that big of a fan of lipstick anymore, but as you can see, this is like the perfect neutral lipstick. I feel like it looks really good. It looks really natural. As you can see, it has a really weird shape to it, but it makes application so easy. I just absolutely love it. And then the second and last lip product that absolutely blows everything else out of the water is the Tower 28 lip glosses. Holy crap, I thought I knew what good lip gloss was before I tried this. This stuff is amazing. So this is actually my second bottle of Chill. It is the clear one, and it first of all smells amazing but not overpowering, and it lasts such a long time. It's not sticky at all, and holy moly, do you see how shiny that is? Amazing. It is high-end. I would say $13 a bottle, which is kind of expensive. The price is definitely worth it because you don't have to reapply it every 2 minutes because it lasts a really long time, and it's really shocking to me because it's not sticky like at all. The best mascara of 2020. You guys ready? I love this. I have never been one to buy high-end mascaras. I think it is a waste of money, but I haven't been able to find something that's better than this on me, and it is the Lancome Monster Big Mascara. These are $20. This one is the regular one, and this is the waterproof one. I love waterproof mascaras because I cry a lot. This is the regular one. It's really good. I don't think the wands are really that much different. I don't even think they're different at all. One second. No, it's the same thing. It's really good. I'm still looking for a better waterproof mascara, but this is the best one that I have found so far. I really, really love these. Alright, eye primer. I used to use the NYX ones, and I thought those were good, but I found a better one. Are you ready for this? Okay. This is the Melania Eyeshadow Primer. This is amazing. It looks expensive, so good. It is kind of a nude color. It's not as sticky as the NYX one that I used to use, but I think it's even better. I haven't had a single problem with my shadow lasting. Everything looks super vibrant, and I think this is just the best one ever. It's definitely better than the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I think that's like a complete scam. Alright, one last thing before I mention all of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. These are the e.l.f. glitters. I thought this was going to be complete crap because I was super loyal to my Stilo ones, but those are $24 and they dry out super fast, and I was an idiot to be spending money like that because sure, they're awesome, but these are $5. Of course they dry out, but I find it much more justifiable to spend $5 on these than $24 on my Stilo ones. So yes, I will be using those just to use them up, but I will be repurchasing these for sure. Amazing. Amazing. I have Flirty Birdie and 24 karat gold. These are both super good. It basically is the Stilo one. I don't find any difference, if I'm being completely honest, and the reason why I love these glitters so much, like the Stilo ones too, it's just because they add a little bit something like extra, and I really need that in an eye look. I don't like super muted looks that don't pop out, and that's why I use these. Alright, now we're talking about eyeshadow palettes. I'm really excited. So actually my favorite palettes of all time of 2020 are actually in my dorm room at university, so I will be mentioning those, so stay around to see what those are. The first one that I'm going to be mentioning I got for Christmas last year, and every single time I use it I just never want to take my makeup off. I think it's absolutely amazing, and that is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. First of all, it is like stunning. I have the new nude palette, and I think this is a step up from it, honestly. Like in terms of color story and formula, it is just so much better, because my new nude palette completely dried out, and I don't know if that's just because I stored it wrong or something, but it's like practically unusable. This one is still absolutely amazing. It's just such a fun color story, and it just, especially this one, absolutely amazing. The next palettes are drugstore palettes that I discovered this year, and it's kind of a selection of them because I own all of them, and those are the Colourpop monochromatic palettes. So these are $12, I'm pretty sure, and you can get every single color under the sun and every single variation under the sun, because they come out with new things all the time, and it's just an amazing way to try out the color, and the formula is actually so good. So I have 3 of my favorites. So the first one is Lilac You A Lot. Oh my god, so pretty. I actually brought this one home from college because I didn't want to leave it there. The next one that's my favorite is Mint to Be. I have the other green one, but this one's just, oh my god, amazing. I love it so much. It's super icy. And then the last one that I am going to be showing you is Blue Moon. I think I look ridiculous in this, but it's amazing, and I'm glad I have it. I also love Smoke Show. I use that a ton, especially like doing different theater things. But that one is in my dorm at college. So good. I can't believe I've never tried Colourpop before 2020. But I'm honestly glad, because they come out with too much stuff. Alright, this next thing is definitely not new, but I rediscovered it this year, and that is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I bought this when it was on sale for half off, and I just really like this. There's something about this that's like really good. Now, like I said, I don't like plain things. I really like glitter and things that are really poppy, but there's something about this that's like actually really good, like really good. I think if you need a new work palette, you should get this. It is so good, and it still smells so good. It smells like chocolate, and it's just really nice, and it's not super warm toned. It's like pretty neutral. It is amazing. So I recommend this for all ages. I think it's really pretty, and especially if you don't like a ton of makeup, this is the one to go for. Alright, I only have 2 more before I tell you guys my absolute favorites. We're gonna start with the most expensive, shall we? And it's one that I was supposed to get for Christmas, but I opened it early, and I'm so glad I did. And it is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Now, I have Bronze Seduction, and I love that too, but we're talking about 2020, and this one came out this summer, and I think out of all of her palettes, this one is almost worth the money, and I say that just because $125 is absolutely ridiculous and nobody needs it, but it is actually so nice. The glitter in here is just amazing. The trichrome shade, just everything about this screams luxury and just so fun to use. So fun, especially with the pink and the gold, and you can create things that aren't as flashy, but then you can also create really flashy things, and that's why I absolutely love it. I wish she did more mattes in her palettes, because that is honestly one of her best formulas. Oh my gosh, it's so fun, and I like absolutely love it. There's really not much to say because there's just nothing bad about it except for the fact that there's a ton of glitter fallout, but I just feel really lucky that I got to try this out in 2020 and that it was just absolutely amazing and lived up to everything that I thought it would. Okay, this next thing is actually what I'm wearing right now. I just got it last week. To be including this in this video is a little bit of a stretch, but I was shocked when I tried it. I was absolutely shocked. I've already done like 6 different looks with it. I'm already gonna pack this with me to take on my trip to Florida as my only palette, and I'm absolutely shocked. And it is the BH Cosmetics Naughty Palette. I can't believe this one made the list. I have the Carly Bible palette from BH, and I just don't really like it as much as this one. Like, it's good, but this is amazing. Like, dare I say I like it better than my Anastasia shadows. I like it better than like Colourpop. Like, I just, look at this. It is absolutely amazing. I'm wearing the greens today and a little bit of this purple, but oh my gosh, I played with the reds and the neutrals, and I just think that this is the best holiday palette that came out this year, hands down, because it's actually like the best quality ever from BH. It is so good. The glitters are really good. They don't get everywhere. It's just, I'm a little bit shocked when I'm looking at it, to be honest, because I can't believe that it is as good as it is. Like, I keep on using it, like hoping to like hate it, just like expecting myself to hate it, honestly, because it's just too good. I don't know what was put into this, but it is absolutely ridiculous how good it is. It is ridiculous. It is just absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, amazing. Like, don't sleep on this, especially since it's limited edition. It is amazing. I think most people are gonna get this as like fun holiday gifts and then use it and finally be like, oh my gosh, like this is actually good. It is really, really good. Okay, and then the best palettes of 2020, the best ever palette that I had to leave in my dorm room at school because I knew if I brought them home I wouldn't touch any of my other makeup. That's how bad my addiction got. And that is the Natasha Denona Glam and Bronze palette. That formula is amazing. It is so good. There's no fallout. It lasts all day. Like, I'll come in after like a really long, like sweaty 12-hour day and be like, whoa, my eyeshadow still looks really, really good. It is like the most amazing thing in the entire world. I wish I brought it back, but I couldn't because I'm already hitting pan on some of those shadows, which is not good because that means I've neglected everything else in my collection. Those are just hands down the best. The best, the best, the best. I totally recommend that. I love it. My favorite is definitely the Glam because I love cooler tones more, but it's just absolutely amazing. So that was it for this favorites video. It was a long one and my jaw definitely hurts from talking now. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!